What's up fella, Success Animation here. Before we start, I will give away my fractionation guidebook for free, but only to the first 1,000 people. So be fast and click the link in the description to save it. Why women stay away from the guy they secretly like. 1. By realizing him better, she understood that he isn't who she thought. When she met him, she thought he was a mind-blowing man. Yet with the treatment, she understood that he was a phony, a figment with terrible conduct. So she better leaves the way clear and searches for another course to the man who truly merits her. 2. She became weary of pausing, confused and past that. You never understood that her grin, great treatment, and blameless strokes were on the grounds that she was being a tease, and you believed that she was simply being pleasant. So, nobody hangs tight for a lifetime, and she is no special case. 3. She finds that he has a sweetheart. When she originally observed him, she loved him and felt butterflies in her stomach, for which she chooses to figure out how to draw near. Begins with subtleties, pauses and asks how he is, grins. Until one day she understands that he has a place with another lady. At that point she moves to one side and leaves. 4. Meets an all the more fascinating man, in transit of playing with the person she enjoys, and he doesn't focus on her. Somebody who truly cares appears, has subtleties with her, is progressively savvy and touchy. So winds up leaving the primary choice to proceed with where it truly matters. 5. Without realizing he affronted her with his lack of concern. There is no more terrible thing that can happen to a young lady than to live for a man that she doesn't exist. The minute she understands it, she leaves the ship and searches for better courses and goals. 6. Since sex was awful, on the off chance that they have arrived at the bed and things being what they are, he doesn't fulfill her in sex, she chooses to leave him. Preferred now over later when it may be past the point of no return. 7. She fears beginning to look all starry-eyed at. She has officially experienced an unsavory encounter of which she has not completely recouped. So when another person she enjoys shows up, she thinks she is enjoying herself with him and proceeds with the relationship. Until one day she understands that she feels something more for the kid. She frenzies and likes to prematurely end since she cannot stand to endure another mistake once more. 8. Since he is a youthful man, a lady who does not have a sense of safety beside her accomplice thinks more than twice in the event that it is justified, despite all the trouble, or not remain in it. Ordinarily concludes that it isn't helpful to proceed in it in light of the fact that the weakness that gives youthfulness is something that she wouldn't like to manage. 9. Since he has no objectives or desires, a pretty face isn't all that matters. Possibly on a fundamental level aids, since it was correctly what grabbed her eye. However, after some time she understood that a man without aspiration does not need to be a piece of her life, since he's excessively extreme. A person who is excessively resolute with a young lady comes the minute that she blows up and does no need to know anything about him any longer.